Hey there, welcome back to Okie Outdoor Adventures. Today we're coming back at you with another gear review. To give you a little bit of background, I personally wanted to upgrade my equipment to be able to facilitate throwing those larger baits. The glide baits, the swim baits, umbrella rig, all of those heavier baits that you really can't or shouldn't necessarily throw on your regular equipment. So for me it was an easy decision. The Lexa HD 300 by Daiwa at a modest $250 price tag really came together, and it provides everything that I need to be able to do what I want. Now I have this paired up on my Dobyns FR 806 SB. This is a swim bait rod. Okay, I don't know if it'll zoom in, so I apologize if it doesn't. This is a swim bait rod. It is one piece heavy fast action for swim baits, umbrella rigs, that kind of stuff. So it can handle anywhere from 2 to 8 ounces. So the real focus here though is the Lexa, and again at $250, you really hope to you hope you're getting what you pay for, right, as far as your investment's concerned. And I know that that's totally subjective, but after a weekend on the water, which I'll layer in some clips here too, in case you were wondering, again on the Lexa HD 300 HSP. But her. You may or may not get them, but he does require. That felt like a humble brag for some reason. So after a weekend on the water, I think I can intelligently share a couple of quick tips for the beginner who might be looking to purchase this reel or another similarly priced swim bait type, heavy bait type reel. A couple of stats on the Lexa just to get you guys started. This particular reel has a redesigned clutch system. So in the older model, I guess there were some concerns with the clutch re-engaging. So after you press the thumb, the thumb clutch and you're getting ready to cast mid-cast, because of the weight of the handle, the clutch was re-engaging and it was causing some snaps and other issues as far as backlashing and the way that it was spooling. So that was upgraded in the Lexa HD. They've also gone to a greased bearing system. So this is a 7 bearing system. It's fully greased, it's enclosed. You can get to it if you want to take your reel apart. Personally, I am not totally comfortable doing that, so when it comes time to clean and grease, I will be enlisting the services of a friend of mine who does reel cleaning. It also has an aluminum frame and side plate, so a lot of guys thought that this was a plastic side plate. I'm not going to do a tooth test or anything, but it's advertised as aluminum. It does have a gunmetal-ish kind of finish, a navy gunmetal finish with silver accents, which I really like. It comes in at a whopping 25 pounds of drag. I didn't get this tangled yesterday, but I did put the drag to the test. I did a few solid hand pulls. Sorry for the gesture. A few pulls with the drag, and it holds up pretty well. I'm throwing this on 25-pound P-Line CXX, which more than handles my big glide bait, my swim baits, my umbrella rig. It handles all of those very well. So another feature of this reel, which I'm going to try and show you right now, is the MagForce cast control. So I don't know if you can see the numbers very well there. That's also how you take the side plate off. But the MagForce cast control is a magnetic braking system that can be adjusted anywhere from a level 10 all the way down to off. Now, Daiwa recommends that you start out casting on 10, use your tension knob to adjust down, get a feel for the reel, and then migrate down. I've currently got this set on, it looks like 4. Yeah, okay, 4. So the click's kind of weird based off where the dial is. It's kind of somewhere in between a half and a whole number. But when I tried to adjust this down, I started running into some problems. I didn't backlash. So this reel is a 7:4:1 ratio, 33.7 inches per turn, and it comes in at a very, very heavy 12.3 ounces. I will say that after, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 casts, you can definitely start feeling the weight of the reel. 12.3 ounces doesn't feel like much when you think about it, or it doesn't look like much on paper, but when you've got it in your hands, you're casting, you're cranking, you're doing whatever, it definitely starts to add up. So the capacity on this mono, 12 at 240, 14 at 190. You can throw braid. It says it's rated 30 pound at 240, 40 pounds at 180. I didn't put that to the test. The CXX is a little bit thicker, but I've got a nice spool size. One second, gotta sneeze. Excuse me. So just a couple of quick items that I want to share with you guys. Again, the magnetic braking system is absolutely fantastic. But as I said in the previous review for the Shimano SLX DC, you have to use the tools available to you based off of your condition. So again, the tension knob, the mag braking system, you want to dial it down. Depends on what type of line you're throwing. If you're throwing braid, you're obviously going to get a little bit faster spool speed because of the smaller diameter of the braid. Make sure that you've got your spool filled all the way up, and then adjust your braking down until you're comfortable based off of your bait size. It is not a one size fits all. I switched to an Arashi that's just a little bit lighter, and I did have to change my braking. Now I didn't have to do it very much, but had I left it completely alone, I probably would have started to suffer a little bit of spooling. Right now, as it stands today, I would absolutely recommend this reel. Something that I didn't touch on earlier, but I think is worth sharing as we're sitting here looking at it, is the power handle. So I mentioned before that part of the issue with the clutching was the power handle was extremely heavy, and at times during a cast it would flip down. This is a lighter composite style cork, same type of accents. I do think there's a little bit of plastic on the outside of the handle, but that's not such a big deal. It's just a cap covering the screw to keep the knob on. The silver accents again are very nice, paired with that gunmetal blue. Overall, I'm very, very happy. It is an investment, as I mentioned before. You know, I think the SLA or the DC came in around 180, 190. This at 250. You know, you want to make sure that you're getting what you pay for. So this is my first Daiwa reel, and I have to say I'm very, very impressed. I could do an entire review around the Dobbins rods, but I'm going to reserve that for now. I'll come back after I have a little more time under my belt with those and probably a few more fish catches. Very happy. But final grade on the Lexa HD 300 HS-P right-hand edition, we're giving it 5 out of 5 stars today. Now we may come back to this 3 months from now and adjust that ranking. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you're throwing for your big swim baits, any advice that you may have, any concerns that you may have, and I'll try and address those in a future video. As always, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you that make it to this part of the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and share the video if you're so inclined. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.